Hello, 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 and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Keona, and today we are filming a WIP Chat. But Keona, your table's not set up. I know. If y'all don't know what a WIP Chat is, it's when I work on my work in progress, which is right here. Yes, it is. And I sit there and I talk about my day, my week, however I've been feeling. Right now, kids are home. And let's just slide a few things away. Voila! Look, it's the light pad. As I throw the Kindle back on. We're just setting up today. I'm going to show you everything I use, and then we'll get into the WIP Chat. So, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. We're going to start with our diamond painting. This is Magic Potion by Jenoviya Art and Diamond Art Club. I don't know why I'm going that way when I want to go this way. We'll just throw that Kindle behind me. I use my Kindle to do my log timing. Maybe I'm just sliding it. It's still rolled up, and I'm trying not to get my head in camera. Because y'all don't need to see my head. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, this is Magic Potion by Jenoviya Art. We've been working on this for a long time. I don't even know what week I'm on at it, but I'm getting close to the end, as you can see here. Section frames are provided by my shop. The bottom colors are in stock right now. That is Princess Pink. These will be available soon. The color is available in the window frame, and that is Blue Mermaid, our window pane style. And these colors were just a prototype. But, yes, we're moving on. We're moving on into the WIP Chat. Well, not WIP Chat. We're still talking about materials. Something's missing. It was on here when I pulled it out, so where's it now? Oh, it is still there. It's just hiding. This is a wax minder from my shop. This is a teddy bear wax minder. We also have the frog wax minder in both rainbow and green available. If they're out of stock, don't worry. We're doing a restock today, and I'll see what needs to be remade. I do my frogs and my bears and all that made to order, but I only do as many as I feel I can do in a week. So that's it. What else do I use? I use cat-proof diamond painting trays. And Munimade trays, which I will not be using that today because I don't know where it is. Okay? I'll be honest with you. I've been a little busy. I've been sick. We use my Diamond Pen Pal pen, my Enabler's Outpost pen, and my Butterfly Effect Wears pen. I got 3 different pens, y'all. I'm missing stuff. That's my phone, which I need to mute. I forgot to do that. Am I gonna mute it? No, I'm gonna forget. Hey, this is my jar, my trash jar minder, which I sell these in my shop. I gotta do some of those today, too. And I am missing something that's very, very important that I use a lot of, and that is my single placer putty. I use super sticky PaddyWaxx in my single placer, and I cannot find it. I can see where it used to be stuck to my desk. But it's gone. So let's hope I don't have to refill my pen, which I probably will. And I just stepped on my remote. And for my... Yes, I am. Please hold, y'all. My mom was coming in. So, normally I would have restarted the filling process. But you know what? I had a real life, and about time I showed y'all that. So I used this time to look for my super sticky PaddyWaxx. Could not find it anywhere. I also grabbed my containers and all that. So this is what we got. We got a tin that has never been touched. You know what? There's one more place I did not look. Let me just look real quick. Please be there. Because you know what? I like the fact of my little cupcake. No, it's not there. Now, forgive me if it's loud. My nephews are here. One's staying the night, and the other one's still just visiting. Or maybe they picked him up. I don't remember. Honestly. Maybe they did pick him up. But either way, one of my nephews are here. And he's a little loud. They're also been given a bunch of chores to do, so they may be loud. It's life. So, I can't find my super sticky PaddyWaxx cupcake, but this is still super sticky PaddyWaxx that I just threw twice. I'm gonna just keep throwing it. That's gonna be this type of day. See? Never been touched. Ooh, virgin super sticky. So I'll be using this. We'll be using both Butterfly Effect Wears Putty and Randa's Crafty Corner Putty. Yes. And these are Harbor Freight containers. This is a big container that does not include the small containers, but it fits 52, I think? On 54 if you put the two sides here. You can't do that. 54 if you fit two right in there of the small containers. So since I had 71 colors, you know, make it fit. Make it work. Make it work. Either way, I've caught you all up on all of the items I use. Let me just clean this up and set the camera, and we'll get into the WIP Chat. Okay, now we can try the WIP Chat. As I went to go record again, somebody came in. But I had to explain to my nephew, when he sees a sign up, he needs to knock on the door, give me a chance to pause and everything. He's just lucky I hadn't started yet. Oh, it's time to WIP Chat. It's time to WIP Chat. So how have y'all been this week? I have been busy. And I will never complain about being busy. It's a good thing. I've just been busy working. And the shop, I currently have 8 pending orders that need to be filled, and some of them have made to order items in them. So I just need to do that. I think I have one shipment ready to go out tomorrow. I just need to get it, you know, packaged. But yes. Let me see. Let me get this cut. I try to make sure that I don't I've been tearing the plastic lately. Yeah. There we go. Gotta get my container set up properly. It's like I forgot how to WIP Chat. Headset over there. I'm lurking in Jenoviya's stream right now. Like, I told him I had to go get my kid, and then I just never came back because I knew I had to do this, and I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm back, but I'm gonna go record now. There's a lot of people who do that. They don't realize how rude things are. Hey, I'm gonna go record now. Good thing I don't open that up right here. Okay, away from to-do list, I need, not content creation, diamond painting. I renamed it. It used to say Magic Potion. Magic Potion log times. I have not diamond painted since the 2nd. It is now the 5th. 5. And it is 4:18. 4:18 p.m. Y'all are going to be getting this late, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, in my defense, I've been sick for the past 2 days. I felt it come on Wednesday night. And as soon as I felt it come on, I was like, no. We can't have this. I can't be getting sick. But I messed up an order. Which, when I mess up an order, I will either message the person I messed up on and ask them if they want the messed up version, or I will fix it and still send them the messed up version with a note. And that's what I did. Was I gave this person a note, because this person I know for a fact doesn't read notes, and she knows who she is. I'm not going to call her out. She called herself out today, but still. You know, it's just, yeah. And so I messed up that order, and I realized you have double earache, your throat hurts, you're really fatigued, and now you're messing up orders. It's time to stop. So I get chronic's a horrible word, but I get sinus infections. Like they're candy. You know, like somebody's handing out candy, they're handing me sinus infections, right? It's just something that comes when you have severe allergies, and I have year-round allergies, not this freaking spring allergies like a lot of people get. So, of course, at the beginning of spring, it makes sense that I would have a sinus infection. And it sucks because there's a lot of things I want to do. I'm kind of pissed about losing a day and a half, or really 2 days, because I haven't done anything in 2 days, you know, and it's just like, oh my god. So if you wondered, I put the symbol out so y'all know what symbol I'm looking at, and I do it mainly for the time-lapse video, but it's like an added bonus for the WIP Chat. I don't think anybody watches these, honestly. Like, I am probably the most humbling to myself. I don't have a huge ego. I have a big head sometimes, but I don't have a huge ego. in my head, nobody watches my content. I'm doing this for myself. This is my therapy, y'all. I'm kind of giggly today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, where do we start? We can start Wednesday. Wednesday, y'all got the shop update, which got no views. Self-deprecating behavior, y'all. So, y'all got the shop update on Wednesday, and I haven't even finished the restock yet. But I put out the new code, which is good until Monday. Y'all know that code. It is Spring15 for 15% off. Look at me. Look at me. Sell out. If I remember correctly, I'll put a sticker in. I won't remember. I am all full of giggles. So I've been in a really good mood. No matter how sick I am, I get in a good mood. It's like I'm stubborn. I refuse to be sick. And so yesterday, even though I felt like crap, I didn't have fever, so I was like, you know what? I'm in full-on drainage mode. So that's what happens when you get a sinus infection. Instead of being clogged all the time, like I always am, I go into drainage mode. So everything is draining, and I feel the clearest I have felt in months. So you know what? I'm gonna go to Starbucks, get me some coffee, and go to T-Mobile. If you've been following along the T-Mobile debacle, right? The T-Mobile debacle is I've been having issues trying to get my mom a T-Mobile cell phone. Because originally I was going to put her on my plan. Then they're like, no, we can't do your plan because you're still Sprint Legacy, so we can get her a prepaid. Then they couldn't figure it out. Well, Tuesday the 2nd I went in, Wednesday the 3rd I went in. No, Tuesday the 2nd I went in. Give me a second, I'll get it right. Tuesday the 2nd I went in, I go, I gave you all an extra day, and they're like, we still can't do anything with your account. I go, you gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. So, yesterday, when I'm feeling like shit, but still completely clear, so it's like a different type of feeling like shit, like my body's aching and stuff like that, you know? I'm living on Tylenol and ibuprofen to keep my fever away. While I'm dealing with that, I go, I'm gonna go to T-Mobile now. Why did my door just slam? So, yeah, let's just go back to the topic. I'm gonna go to T-Mobile now, and I go out to get cigarettes. This is what happened. I went out to get cigarettes, and Mom goes, I get back, or she goes, can you bring me a Coke? I bring her back a Coke, and I'm getting ready. She goes, where you going? And I go, I'm gonna go to LaGrange and get coffee, you know? And I grab my daughter's old cell phone, because I bought it unlocked from Samsung. I didn't get it from Sprint or T-Mobile or whatever. And she's had it for 3 years. But she got a new phone for her birthday. So I grab my daughter's old cell phone. And I go, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. So I'm out in the car. I've just locked my mom in the house. Because why not? And sorry, my daughter's in the bathroom squealing. And she's stimming right now. She has ADHD. She has inattentive ADHD, but you still stim with inattentive. But yeah, that's besides the point. Let's not scroll too far. So I lock my mom in the house, and I go, and I'm on my phone doing something. I think I'm playing my mobile game before I leave, because I have I'm over obsessed with this mobile game right now. Well, right now this is an event. Okay, that's an event, but I'm over obsessed with my mobile game, and so I was playing my mobile game, just getting ready to leave. You know, kind of like hyping myself up to leave. You ever have to hype yourself up to leave? That was me, hyping myself up to leave. And in the corner of my eye, I see an older woman walking past my truck, and I park in the yard. So I look up, and it's my mom, and I go, "Didn't I just lock you in the house?" She goes, "I'm gonna check them out." Like, okay. And so I watch her, and then as she walks back towards the house, she goes, "You know what? Let me put on a bra, and I'll go with you." So immediately I know this quick trip to LaGrange is going to be an all-day affair, because that's the way my mom is. Like, if we're out of the house, let's get everything we got to get done, which I'm not mad at. It's just annoying when you want a quick trip. So I wait for her, and then she comes out and she has to get the house key from me because she didn't think about it. She can't find her house key. She locks up the house. We go out. I've already left my back door unlocked because I had a feeling locking her in, she'd fall asleep, and Sam will take extra time at school, therefore Michael will be locked out of the house because Michael lost his key, whatever, right? And so I already know that this is covered at this point. So we go to LaGrange, and first thing we do is get coffee, because coffee. And before I'm even talking about what we're doing, let me refill this. I gotta go get the other box. But before, hey, there's some Munimade tray. That probably got really loud in your ears. Don't worry, I'm minus 12 dB because I know I get loud. Munimade tray. Anyway. I'm telling you, I'm giggly today. What is that, 45? 45. Make sure, 898. Oh, let me tell you all about that next. But first, let me continue this. So, actually, let me tell you now, I ran out of 400, and I had to order 400, and guess what? As in between recording the intro and starting up this WIP Chat, I finally got the email saying it shipped. I ordered it on Monday. Monday was when I'm like, guys, I ran out of 400, and DAC is like, we got you. Well, I'm impatient, and 400 is right over here, right there. That's 400, and so I went and I grabbed a bag of 400 out of You're My Lobster. So it's got mixed faceted. It's fine. Everything's fine. I made up for it. Okay. I don't know why I'm so giggly, but so we're getting our coffee, and she goes, you want to go to Hobby Lobby? And I go, I've banned myself from Hobby Lobby. I've banned myself from Hobby Lobby. And she goes, no, let's go to Hobby Lobby. So we go to Hobby Lobby, and I get like $86 worth of items to go in the shop, right? So I don't have a high margin on my items because of the fact that I don't know why. Maybe I undervalue my labor. I don't know. Why are you making noise? It went beep beep. Now I'm distracted. No, keep going. So I had like $86 worth of things in my cart, plus the fact my mom has I have grabbed like a latch hook kit, and a few other things. And my mom was like, "Yeah, I'll cover that," because my mom used to latch hook when I was a kid, and I want to learn how to do it, because I remember being a little girl and watching my mom latch hook, and it's like one of those fond memories. So I'm going to grab my debit card to pay for $86 worth of vinyl and also a new container to hold vinyl, $8. And my mom already has a $100 bill and handing it to a lady. I'm like, Mama, am I your favorite? Just goes through my head. Am I my mama's favorite? I know I'm the favorite. I'm her only girl, and I'm the baby. Double whammy. Suck it, nerds. And I've put my life on pause right now to be my mama's caretaker because I'm trying to get her to have a social life. Like, you can be older. Oh no, what'd I do? What did I just do? Anyway, you can be older, like she's 66, and still have a social life, and I'm trying to let her know that. Because I still have a social life. Very little social life, but I have one nonetheless. You gotta have something for yourself. You can't be all about family all the time. And that's a very unpopular opinion, including with my husband, because he thinks family is number one. And I'm like, yes, family is number one, but actually, family is number two. Yourself is number one, your own mental health. And we have a big argument over that all the time. And, and I've sacrificed basically my entire 20s for my family. So I think, my 30s, I should enjoy myself. But that's besides the point. That's a different argument. So we go to leave Hobby Lobby, and on our way out, we're like, okay, we need to go to Kroger for groceries. So we go get groceries, and we way overspent on groceries. It always happens. We see with our eyes, right? We eat with our eyes. $300 something worth of groceries. It was ridiculous. We didn't even need that much. And we go to T-Mobile right afterwards. And I leave her in the car. I go, and Sam, love Sam. She's, my favorite daughter. Well, ignore the fact she's my only daughter, but, my favorite daughter. Sam actually reset her phone when I asked her to, when she got her new phone a couple months ago. So it was easy peasy. Got a new SIM card, paid for a deposit, whatever. Took care of everything. Beautiful. And I get out and I'm like texting everybody her new number. I was able to get her an Alabama number because my son, when he got a line a couple months ago, he got a Georgia number and I didn't have a choice in it. Didn't really bother me none. So, whatever, right? And, like, he has an Atlanta number. And we live an hour and a half away from Atlanta. Whatever, no big deal. So, got her, yeah, I live closer to Atlanta than any other major city. Yeah, I live in Alabama. But, so, we go, might as well switch pen up a little bit. I'm texting everybody. I have called my sister-in-law. And my mom's talking about how thirsty she is. So we go to Starbucks again, which I'm not arguing about. I'm not complaining. Hell yeah. I get me a second coffee. I finish my first one while we're in the line waiting to get our order. Yes. She gets a strawberry acai lemonade thing. She loves it. Because they didn't have it. They were out of stock on black tea. Who's out of stock on black tea? Anywho. And I'm on the phone with my sister-in-law. Shout out to Melissa. Love you. She's like a big sister. I have two sister-in-laws and they're both older than me, but my brothers are older than me, if that makes sense. So, I'm giving out numbers, I'm doing this, and she goes, let's go to Dollar Tree. I'm like, Mom, we got groceries in the car. So this, like, one little errand to go get coffee and T-Mobile became a whole thing yesterday. I think I got home at, like, 7 o'clock. My time, not Eastern time. We left Georgia, or left, LaGrange at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And by the time I got home, I am just exhausted. And I have orders to fill and everything else. So I fixed the order I messed up on. I gotta label it and everything. It's not a big deal. And I messaged the person. And I took some meds up because my meds had worn off. Because I wanted to start feeling better again. And I wanted to sleep right. And I was up to like 10:30 last night. No big deal. I just spilled a bunch of drills and didn't realize it. Shake, 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 shake. Anyway. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I'm delirious. I blame the meds. Oh no, she's trapped. Yes, I am. Can we just, like... Okay, that's the title of this WIP Chat. It's giggles. Why are you sitting there? Get in my tray. Either way. I don't know. I don't have any shade to throw this week. I twisted my ankle yesterday. Like, it almost feels like a sprain, but I'm on so many meds, I can't feel the full pain of it, but I still feel pain. So that's the thing. Like, what? Like, how did I do that and not realize it? I have loose ligaments. If you don't know what that is, it's very common with people with ADHD to have other things like loose ligaments. I also bruise easily and shit like that. And so I will sprain my ankle like twice a year, but I will twist it like 3 or 4 times a year. So I'm hoping it's a twist. Actually, it'd be nice to get the sprain done and over with. It's once or twice a year I get a sprain. Last year, I think I only sprained it once. No, I had 2 sprained feet. I had one after the other because I stepped in a hole with one foot, and then a couple weeks later, I stepped on a root and with the other foot. So I had double sprained feet. Oh my god, it sucked. Or double sprained ankles. Yeah. Can we not do that? I think I did that in August. Yeah. Yeah, I got issues. I got issues. And they're of the emotional kind. Now that's stuck in your head if you listen to Offspring. Oh, man. We had a lot of things stuck in our head this week. But, what was it? We were talking about, how annoying I am. Because I'm pretty fucking annoying. Look. Y'all can be nice and say, no, you're not annoying. Look, to the right people, I am annoying as shit. Which, first, while we're here talking about me being annoying, can we correct myself that it was not my idea to put the lily pads on the cards? I was talking to a friend, and that friend's like, why don't you use stickers? I was like, oh my god, you're a genius. So that's why I keep you around. Yeah. But we were talking about how annoying I can be, and they're like, oh, Keona, you're not annoying. Excuse me, I was that kid that the first time I ever saw Lamb Chop, every time I got in the car, this is the song that never ends. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's even worse. There's a song that it's about body parts. And I put it that way. I go, if I sing it, or if I say any of the words, it's going to be stuck in my head forever. The bad part is, this is a children's song about body parts, right? The bad part is, one of the words is head. So all that night, I was going, head, shoulders, knees and toes, eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. So yeah, don't tell me I'm not annoying. I was a baby sister. And my oldest brother and I have a huge age gap. Well, it's not huge. He's 7.5 years older than me. Yeah, he just turned 44. Or is it 6.5? 7.5. 7.5. Yeah, because right now it looks like he's 8 years older than me. Yeah. And my little brother is 20 months older than me. And so I used to annoy the piss out of him. Because that's a small age gap. Kind of like Michael does Sam. Which Michael and Sam are a year and 2.5 months. She's an April baby, but into April, and he's beginning to mid-July. So yeah, 2.5 months. So 2 years and 2.5 months, not a year and 2.5 months. What's wrong with me? But yeah, so there. But Sam and Josh are 18 months apart. Yes, I got me a pair of Irish twins. I do. 18 months is the cutoff for Irish twins. If you didn't know that, it actually means kids that are 9 months apart, but it goes up to 18 months apart. And yeah, Josh and Sam are Irish twins, and they don't annoy each other. I don't know why. I think it is because of the fact that Michael came around so soon, and Sam and Josh, everybody thought they were twins. They were attached at the hip and everything else, you know. It was sweet. It was cute. And for a while, she was taller than him. Not anymore, but so everybody seriously thought they were twins. They were so adorable. I miss those days. I do. Now Sam's weird like me, and I love it even more. Okay? Today we're doing things where I'm like doing one color at a time. I did all the darks, like the browns, the blacks. Now I'm doing the greens. Arrgh. You know, they say never have dead air, and I keep giving y'all dead air left and right. Dead air! Actually, I was really quiet just then, so that might not pick up. Oops. Okay. What was I doing? What was I talking about? I don't know. ADHD! Which I've been told, it's kind of annoying that you talk about ADHD a lot. Well, you know what? My journey, I never knew I had ADHD because I was a gifted and talented kid, which apparently is a common mask for ADHD, especially in girls. And so I didn't know I had ADHD. I just was quirky, flighty, free spirited. You know what I mean? And I talked a lot. So I've combined ADHD, which is both hyperactive and inattentive. And my hyperactivity is talking. Go figure, I can sit here and talk for an hour and it doesn't even faze me, right? But you know, inattentive ADHD, I get hyper focused on things and shit like that. I can't hold my attention on something that's boring. And it sucks because sometimes you gotta hold your attention on something that's boring. But I'm not medicated. So my daughter was diagnosed with inattentive ADHD when she was 6, I want to say, 6 or 7. Real young. She was on medication until she learned the tools to actually let me turn my headset down. It's distracting me. But she was on medication until somebody, you know, our roommate started stealing her medication. And at that time, she, with help from her psychologist, learned the tools to manage her ADHD, and we went the behavioral method, which not a lot of people agree with the behavioral method. I 100% agree with it. A lot of it is routine, and if you know anything about ADHD routine is one of the hardest things to go by. But we had to put her on routine when it came to her medication, because if she was not on routine, one of the side effects of ADHD medication, all of them, is if something changes in your routine. This is why ADHD and autism go hand in hand for a lot of things. If something changes in your routine, you lose your shit. You instantly become overstimulated. And it is insane. It happens to me. I get cranky, you know? And so we were kind of forced, even though she was on medication, to be into behavioral therapy in the first place. And so when my roommates, which I will tell you that story actually, but when my roommates would steal her medication, next time we went to the doctor and he goes, I see that you're not asking for her medication to be refilled. And I go, I want to go behavioral. And he goes, I 100% agree with that. I was trying to get you to do behavioral in the first place, but I understand the school wanted you to medicate her. And I go, yeah. And at this time, she's like 9 years old. So she had been on medication for 2 or 3 years at this point. You know? So since I learned the tools for behavioral therapy with her, that's what I'm trying for me. So let's talk roommates. So I am the type of person, I will give you the shirt off my back. And I didn't realize I was this type of person until I got screwed over multiple times. I've had several roommates, and some have been toxic people. So I have owned my house, not the house I'm in now, the house my husband's in right now. I've owned my house since November of 2011. And my sister-in-law's sister, so my brother's sister-in-law, well, at one point she had a falling out with my brother and my sister-in-law, so her sister and my brother. Anyway, she had a falling out with them, was talking about how she was basically a slave in her own house, whatever. I was like, you know what? You come help with the kids, you cook dinner, you clean the house. Basically, I will trade you as being a live-in nanny sort of thing for room and board. Free. But if you don't do those things, you have to work and you have to pay your share. You know, not that hard, right? Well, it starts not that hard, and then people start taking advantage of you. And not only was she not helping with the kids and not cleaning up the house, and when she'd work, she'd forget to pay rent, or she'd deliberately quit her job because they were being mean to her and everything else. You know, and at the same time, her boyfriend started living with us, and he had the same deal. But it wasn't you help with the kids. His was, you know, you help around the house. Uh, if we have any maintenance that needs to be done, you work on that. Whatever, you know. Pretty fair deal, right? And when those two are together, it's bad news. I did not know that at the time. And one of the things that she was responsible for is in the morning she'd get the kids up for school. And Sam had to take her ADHD medication in the morning, so sometimes I wasn't awake for that. That's fine. You know, I have backup. I have somebody else there to help me with that. Well, I did not know that she still had a drug problem. I knew she had one in the past. I did not know Jimmy had a drug problem. You know, marijuana is not a drug, so I didn't count that. And it was never done in my house, so actually, as far as I know, he didn't smoke any marijuana while he was living in my house, but that's besides the point. And so, people rehabilitation, whatever, right? So I had good faith. I have this belief that there's good in everyone. By the way, it's not true. I still want to believe it, but it's not true. And they were one day I had to give Sam her medication, and I literally had just gotten the bottle filled a week ago, or a week prior, and there were 5 pills left in it. I go, this isn't right. Usually we have extras because I don't medicate you on the weekends. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Me being the passive aggressive type and not the very confrontational type, I just took her off the medication, didn't say a damn word to them, and I handled it myself. Long story short, a few months later, I found out that they stole Christmas presents from my kids and returned them to the store after my kids had opened them on Christmas, and stole the brand new pants I had bought my oldest son, and then yelled at him for losing his pants. But I found the receipt that they stole from me, where they returned the pants for cash. And yeah. So, and they stole one of my debit cards and emptied out the bank account that pays my husband's child support, because he always had the child support go to that separate bank account, so it was an easy transfer. So I kicked them out. I went from being non-confrontational to tell them to get the fuck out of my house. You don't fuck with my kids. I don't give a damn what you do to me. You don't fuck with my kids. This is after they had stolen an iPad from me, stole expensive gaming controllers, the $400 driving wheel that you have for driving games, shit like that, stole and pawned all this shit. This is after all that. Like I said, fuck with me all you want. Once you start stealing from my kids and fucking with them, get the fuck out of my life and stay the fuck out. And that was a whole lot of F-bombs in one freaking paragraph, okay? And at the time, I had already let somebody else move in. It's kind of like helping a friend out who's going homeless, and he had the same deal, and he was paying rent for a while. But as soon as I kicked these guys out, he took their room over and started with the same behaviors. And I was in the process of trying to figure out how to kick him out. Like, he wasn't stealing from anybody, he was just, except cigarettes. He liked to steal our cigarettes. But whatever, But he wouldn't pay rent. He was just hide up in his room all day, whatever. Well, I was in the process. February of 2020. Yeah, February of 2020. I was in the process of figuring out how to evict somebody, because it's really hard to evict in the state of Texas. And 7 a.m. one morning, I'm getting my stream ready, because back then I'd streamed at 9 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning if I could get in early enough. And so I'm setting up for stream for the morning, 7 a.m., and then there's a knock on my door, and it's state police. They got a warrant to search my house and all my electronic devices, and so they do. And long story short, I think they said 20,000 child pornography files. He went to prison. I got a restraining order. So, there's a restraining order against my kids and me. He can't go near me or my kids. And, I left his stuff in the garage. His family had 6 months to pick it up. I only required 3 months. The state only requires 3 months, but I gave 6 months to make sure I was fully legally covered before I started throwing shit out. And, you don't know people. That just shows you don't know people. And the biggest guilt I ever had about having that in my house. So, I will never, I don't care how long we've been friends. I don't care how long I've known you. It's not you. It's my experiences. I will never bring somebody to live in my house again. Never. I put my children and my family at risk. And I don't give a damn how hard off you are. I will give you a bottle of water to drink. I will help you find a job. But I will not bring you into my home. And it sucks that good people, and yeah, I sound a little conceited calling myself a good person, but think about everything I risked because of the fact that I couldn't handle a friend being homeless. You know, it sucks that good people are getting burnt by people like that, and that was, remember how I said there's good in all, how I want to believe there's good in all? That was the day I realized there's not. Not every person has good in them. As much as I want to believe it, it's not the truth. And you have to worry about your own, you know, I just said you gotta worry about yourself, but you also have to worry about your family, your kids, and everything else. And it's probably, that is the second time in my life something like that, you know, affected my family. I quit streaming for a while. I got swatted. My kids, they didn't see me in handcuffs, but there was that possibility that my kids could see me in handcuffs. You know, my kid, by the time they got my kids out of the house, they didn't know what was going on, but they had already lowered their guns. They had taken me out of handcuffs. They understood it was a prank, but it got so close to that point that, yeah, yeah. So, that's when I said, I was like, you know what? I can't. Uh, as long as I have kids, as long as I'm a mom, I can't risk my family that way again. And it's been 3 years. I have a few friends that have needed help, and instead I have, you know, thrown them a couple bucks their way, which I've gotten that whole thing going, what's $5 gonna get me? I'm like, sorry, I don't have more than that, you know? And it's like, you can help as much as you can as long as it doesn't hinder yourself. There is this guy, I've talked about him before, Homeless Bobby. Fucking awesome. He will hang out in the parking lots here in town. And if he stops you, he asks you, "Hey, you got any cans?" That's what he asks for. He doesn't ask for a bite to eat, doesn't ask for anything. He asks for cans, if you have any cans in your car or something. So I keep a bag of cans, like, if we have soda or something in our car, or in my car, I have a separate bag for the cans. And I will hand him that bag if I see him. Because you know what? He's out there. He may be homeless, but he's out there trying to sit there and at least, you know, earn his keep, for lack of a better term. Like, he doesn't want you to hand him cash. He wants you to hand him cans so he can go turn that into cash, right? Like, he has to do something for it. And at the same time, it's good for the environment because he's taking it to the recycling center where they pay for cans, you know? Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm telling these, like, horrible stories, and I'm still being all giggly. Who was that? I don't even remember who it was. One of the girls said they love my stories. I was like, I can tell you some stories. Speaking of stories, it's a small world. Uh, if y'all don't know Only Being Chris, she's fucking amazing. I'll tag her below, or I'll link her video, her YouTube below. She's a gaming streamer on Twitch, but she's also a diamond painter here on YouTube. I think she has some gaming videos, but I gotta find that channel. But she separates things. She's not like me. I put it all together. She separates things. She does things smart. I'm too lazy to do that. But she's amazing. Excuse me. Sorry, I still got a cough and I'm fighting it this whole time. So she works with One Up for Cancer. She does charity streams with them and all that. Like an amazing organization. Well, One Up with Cancer is ran by one of the sweetest persons in the world, Sasaya. Sasaya and I met through her sister back in 2015, I want to believe, at the first PAX South. Why is my phone going off? Sorry, I'm having a squirrel moment. Oh. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. See, this is why you should check these things. Sorry about that. I have only so many notifications muted when I'm in D&D mode on my phone. And so with the fact that notifications were going off, I had to look at what it was. Yeah. But we're fine, we're fine. So where was I? I was talking about Society. So I met Society at PAX South 2015. PAX South was a gaming convention, and that was the first PAX South ever. I've been to every single PAX South. There's only been 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's only been 6 of them. But I met her through her sister, Kiriel, which her sister and I were part of a stream team on Twitch called The Chaotic Crew. You know, you OGs out there, you know. Either way. So, she and I, we met back in 2015. January 2015. And she's an amazing person. And, you know, my kid has hung out at her booth at a PAX, stuff like that. But they run this charity organization called One Up for Cancer. And every time I see Society, which it's been, 3 years, it's been since the last PAX South, she teaches me a new sign. And it's just one of those things. But it's kind of funny because I'm listening to Only Being Chris's WIP Chat, and she's talking about Society and Chris, and I go, wait a minute, which I've heard her talk about One Up with Cancer, but I guess it didn't click. I think I threw a drill. But I guess it didn't click that she was talking about Society and Chris. But I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, oh my god, I love Society. So I commented on our videos. And if you know anything about me, I don't comment on videos. Which I'm learning about new channels on YouTube right now. But yeah, oh, sorry. We were working on the story time. Doesn't matter. Just talking about how small the world is at that point. The world is tiny. Which I am learning about new channels right now. I've been spending... So I found Only Being Chris. I think it was on TikTok or Instagram or something. But basically it was a clip from one of her videos. So I subbed to her. I think she had like 90 subscribers at the time. And I absolutely love her. She's fucking adorable and fucking hilarious. She doesn't curse like I do. No, that group does not curse like I do. But to me, it's just words. So, and to me, those words don't hurt, and that only you can give power to the words. So, yeah. But, so through her live one weekend, I found Simply Being Tara, I think? Simply Tara? Either way, I found Tara. And then I found Painting with Pitties, which I've heard that name before. I think I've heard it from Mary Makin's Craft? I don't know. Oh, I know I've heard it from Diamond Paintings with Laura. Either way, I was like... So finally, I go and I add her WIP Chat to my watch later. Because that's how I watch YouTube. As I find videos, I just add them to my watch later. Because I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I gotta be in the mood. Or I need a body double real bad. Because I use YouTube as a body double. Which I hope you're using me as a body double. So, and then she starts talking about this Diamonds with Diversity event. Or is it Diamonds? I think it's Diamonds and Diversity. She starts talking about her event next month. And says, hey, if you want to sponsor it, just, give me a holler. I don't think she said that way. That's paraphrased, of course. And I'm like, yes. So I followed her on Instagram, like, instantly. Like, I went over, followed her on Instagram, messaged her, and like, hey, I run a shop. I just came out with my Pride collection, and I want to donate. I want to sponsor. I'd love to donate a couple wax minders and a 24-pack of section frame, And she said that would be awesome. So, I don't know if it's official or not, because I gotta watch her I gotta catch up, I'm like a week behind when it comes to YouTube content. But, it looks like I'm a sponsor for Diamonds and Diversity, which is awesome. Awesome. So, y'all should check out Painting with Pitties. I'll leave her link below. Oh my god, that's 2 different links I gotta remember. and she's got an event announcement video, which that video came out before I messaged her, so yeah, I'm not listed in it. That's why I don't know if I'm officially a sponsor, but she said yes, so I'm going to assume. I know what they say. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Well, you know what? I like making an ass out of myself, okay? Okay. Oh my god, I got the giggles. I got the giggles. I hope your week is fantastic. I hope your weekend is going to be amazing. Also, I noticed something. Like, remember, I had not caught up on my WIP chats and my YouTubes and stuff like that, but I've noticed a lot of titles saying new schedule. Sadly, I'm going to be another one of them. I am changing my unboxings from Monday to Tuesday. That way you don't have the time lapse and then the unboxing. And that way I don't skip another unboxing on y'all. And I'm also going to get rid of the shop update videos, like the shop vlog videos, unless there's actually like a new update. So if there is, I will put it out on a Wednesday before the first of the month, and or before. I'm no longer doing big shop updates on the first of the month. They're going to be on Fridays, just period, Fridays. But so the Wednesday before the big shop update, I will do a shop vlog now. And I'm doing that because of the fact the last one was just trash. It really was, and I don't want to put out trash. And I'd rather just put out things to be informative. So instead of, it's still going to be 3 with an optional of 4 videos a week. But now they're going to be spread out a little bit more. So you'll get it Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday will be your 3 videos, with a possibility of Wednesday. See what I mean? So it's like Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, then 2 days off, and it all starts again. I figured that'll bring down the stress, and that'll also make it to, if I do decide to start streaming, I have a schedule that I can work with. You know, a lot of the big YouTubers, they've gone down in their schedule time. Some are even only once a week, and that's fine. But I'm not a big YouTuber. In fact, I'm still growing. Like, if I could get a video out every day, I would. I just am also trying to sit there and keep a shop open and keep it successful and keep fast shipping and processing. So I want to do that. And in order to do that is I have to have, like, 4 days available to do those types of things and not stress over videos. Because if you've noticed, all the videos have been coming out late. I was going to film this yesterday, but I had no voice yesterday. I sounded like a frog most of the day. I drank a lot of water yesterday to get my fucking voice right. Like, you have that one story where I tagged Rooster, which I will always tag Rooster because it's fun. I will always tag Rooster when I see something Rooster related, or I think of him, because of the fact that he was an ass and called me out. You call me out once, boy? No, it's forever war. We have this thing in the old Mixer world, man, called forced collaboration, and I stole that from, I'm sorry, I forced collaborated it from Rooster. So, you know what? I will always use him for clout, even though he doesn't have any clout to give. I don't know why he doesn't have any clout to give, man. But I will always use him for clout. Y'all starting to see a theme here? I use my friends for clout. I got, Thomas Coffee, I use her for clout. But I don't mention her enough. I gotta mention her at least once a video to really use her for clout, so there we go. That's been mentioned. Oh my god. Why am I so giggly? I'm trying to think. I've had coffee and water today, and I've had some, Advil. That's about it. So, I'm not on anything. I'm high on life, baby. High on life, yes. I'm using every ounce of energy I have to film this, but I'm high on life. So, Michael missed school on Wednesday. Because he woke up 9:30, and I didn't realize I was sick, but I should have known because I slept in till that time. And my mom has cracked ribs, so she can't come up the stairs to wake him up and shit. And so Thursday, I wrote a little note that said he had a stomach bug. I actually, I feel at fault for that one. So I wrote him a note saying he had a stomach bug, and then Thursday he misses the bus, and we're late. I refuse to write him a note because at this point I know I am full blown sick. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning sweating with my covers thrown off. And I'm the type of person, I sleep with a cover in 100-degree weather. So if my blankets are thrown off, I'm sick. And so I'm sick, got woken up at 7:30 to his bullshit, to him missing the bus and him not even getting up at 7:30. So I get his ass out of bed. And I am bitching the whole way. I am not a happy mama, right? And look at this. Turns out I didn't need my super sticky today. Is there a hole in that one and I'm just not seeing it? I think there is. I think that's what I'm seeing is a hole. Where's my tweezers? There's a hole, y'all, right here. Yep, there it is. I stuck my tweezers in it. Kind of a hole. Get off the canvas, you son of a biscuit. I almost said it. I'm trying to be a little more filtered on YouTube because YouTube likes to turn off my comments. But anyway, I was not a happy camper on Thursday. And so I did not write him a note for being late because I didn't care. And the way the middle school does it is they put the kids at fault, so the kids get ISS for excessive tardies, not they don't punish the parents in any way because they think they're old enough at that point to take accountability. Because 9 times, if they don't have a note, they know it was not the parent's fault. You know what I mean? Because a parent will write a note and be like, I'm sorry, da 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 da. No. And I give new folks. And so today, apparently, he missed the bus too. But I was worse this morning than I was yesterday. It's funny how you can be worse, but then, yeah, I didn't wake up until 11:30. Okay, and when I woke up, I felt like a whole new person. Yeah, I got a cough. Yeah, I got some sniffles. Speaking of which, but I feel like a whole new person and everything else. My mom took him to school today. She's not supposed to be driving, so I gotta yell at her for that. Actually, I did yell at her at that. She comes in 11:30, and I had just woken up, and she hands me a cheeseburger, and I'm like, you are the best mama. So she gave me a a quarter pounder with cheese, and I got 5 bites out of it because I have no appetite right now. That's all I've eaten today is 5 bites of a quarter pounder with cheese. I gave it to Michael when we got home, which that's what I was getting at. So, this afternoon it is 2:56. I'm setting up. Well, not really setting up. I was cleaning off my table because it was a complete disaster to film this WIP Chat because I finally got some energy. And I get a phone call, and it's the middle school. And I'm like, okay, let me answer that. And so I answer it, and it's Michael. And he goes, Mom, I'm deaf. And I'm like, did you miss the bus roll call? He's like, yeah. It's like, I'll be there in a minute. So I go out to the car, and Sam's coming, and it's raining. Sam's walking home, and she's got like a Dollar Tree bag in her hand. So she had just been to the Dollar Tree and got a bunch of Cokes or sodas. We're in the South. We call all sodas Coke, okay? She had like a root beer and a ginger ale and stuff. But I was like, would you like to ride with me to go get your brother? She goes, yeah. So we go get him. And the look on his face when he sees his sister in the front seat, he was like, what the fuck? But then I go, yeah, your sister decided to ride with. And so I think it's funny, you lost your front seat. And she goes, that's why I decided to ride with. And to remind you, Mom, allowance. And Michael scoffs because Michael hasn't earned allowance in a while because he keeps missing the bus. You miss the bus, you lose allowance for that week. I'm sorry, it gets cut in half. You miss the bus twice, you lose allowance altogether. This is the way it is, you know, trying to hold some accountability for his actions, right? So I pay her, and I'm just sitting there, and it's like I'm losing it with these kids. Like, one moment you think they're growing up on you, and then the next moment they need a ride home from school. And Michael, he gets home, and I go, okay, well, we need to start having cleanup days because this house is becoming a disaster. You know, I'm a clutter bug. I have a lot of clutter. Um, it's it is an ADHD thing. Sam's the same way. Like, we'll clean up trash, but we'll leave clutter around. But I think we can have better habits, and we can I said we need to bring back a cleaning day. And we used to clean on Sundays, you know. So today I said we're going to start, and I want 1 bag of trash. And this means clutter that you may not think is trash, Sam. You know, 1 bag of trash and some laundry done. That's what I want today. So they agreed, and they got a bag of trash done each. Unfortunately for Michael, he has a lot more trash in his room because Michael's a slob. And I'm not going to be cleaning up after my 12-year-old son. He can clean up after himself, okay? I have issues cleaning up after myself. And so, we're working on it. We're working on it. I have no clue where this story was starting, to be honest. I have absolutely no clue. I just ended there. Get in the hole! Get in the hole! Look at it. And I have gnats. I don't know where this one gnat came from, but it's been on my table all day. Ooh, I just spilled it. Oh no. Keona's kind of hostile. I have no clue where that gnat went to. It's been one gnat all fucking day, and I have no clue where it came from. Oh, that reminds me. Annoyances, right? This is what we're going to talk about. Annoyances. Yesterday, I don't know if I should talk about this. I really don't know, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because fuck it, no filter. Yesterday, last night, I go in the kitchen. I don't remember what I went into the kitchen for, but I went into the kitchen. And we keep the lights on in the kitchen. LED lights, doesn't matter, right? And as I walk into the kitchen, it was either a mouse or a rat. The body was this big. Yeah, to give you a thought of that, this is the size of the large cat-proof diamond painting tray. Not the lean one. That one's, I think, even bigger. But this, like, their standard large. It was the length of a cat-proof diamond painting tray. Okay? The body. Not the tail. I swear to God, I almost screamed. I did not scream because I didn't know what I was looking at first. And next thing you know, I am yelling at cats like, what is the point of having you if we have a mouse? My mom goes, that could be a small rat. I go, it's either a small rat or a large mouse. What's the point of having cats if we, you know? I have never, and my mom goes, it's that time of year. It's that time of year. It's been cool, and now it's getting warm, and they don't like it. And I go, I don't like it. Let's get rid of it. So I gotta go buy mouse traps. I still don't know if it was a mouse or a rat. It was either a large mouse or a small rat. And consider it had a long... Oh! Okay. Like I said, I've had ants. I've had bugs. I can take care of that. I've handled that. You know, a little bit of extermination, then they're gone. I have never had rodents. And apparently it's a normal thing. And the fact that people act like it's normal... I don't know what to do with it. And it's one. One! Ooh, I don't like it. It gives me the EBGBs. So, I need y'all's opinion on what to do about that. Like, how am I supposed to get rid of a mouse? If my cats aren't doing jobs, man. What's the point? We got 3 cats in this house. Why can't they catch a single rodent? Anyway. Either way, we're gonna finish this color. I've kept y'all a long time. I always keep y'all a long time now. Y'all know when it's a WIP Chat from me, it's gonna be at least an hour. And because I have problems shutting up, I will move from topic to topic because, oh, just one more color, just one more color. Right now we are finishing a color, so I'm trying not to switch topics. But I don't want to talk about a mouse. I don't want to talk about a mouse. So in Texas, our problem was scorpions. Like, they would come out of the bathroom drains. In apparently in Alabama, it's mice. Mice will come in during the spring, the summer, and I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. Because I got a buddy that gets every once in a while will have to fight a mouse in their house. I'm like, how do you deal with that? I'm sorry for anybody who got the EBGBs while I sat there and talked about the mouse. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize for my actions. Hold on. Look at that. All I have is the blues left. Nope, we got a little bit of section of that 400. That. By the way, they shipped those drills out. I don't remember if I mentioned that. They did. They shipped them out today. So, who knows? Either way, let me end this clip so we can do our ending. Well, it's now 5:50. Keona, what'd you do? Well, I have to pause the video in order to, like, stop the clip in order to get it ready for the time lapse. So the diamond painting portion is a completely separate clip. And while that closes out, because it takes a minute to close out, and if I don't, it'll freeze and mute when I go to talk. So either way, I let it close out. I go and I have a cigarette break and everything else. And while I was out there, I heard a like kitten distress type deal. And that got me on a whole rabbit hole tangent trying to figure out my property lines because I didn't want to cross a property line that wasn't mine. I didn't want to go on anybody else's property. TLDR, could not find a kitten, but Mama came to visit me. It's a stray cat we call Kitty. We think she belongs to my neighbor. Almost sure she belongs to my neighbor, but yeah. And so she was, she came out of nowhere, and I was like, hi, Kitty. And then I came in here, and I went looking at property lines, and now here I am! On the bright side, I already started transferring the files over to my other computer to do editing. Either way, what do we have to talk about? What is our closing? I don't know. Y'all want to see the vinyl ball? The updated vinyl ball. Look at it. Look at it! Not quite volleyball, but getting there. Getting there. Getting there. Either way, guys, I'm going to go do a restock on the shop. I got to take a photo for that, which means I got to clean all this up because I take my photos in the same spot. I use the table for everything. I really do. Look at me being giggly again. So, I'm going to go take those photos that are needed to do the new colors, and I'm going to do the restock and stop scrolling so hard and get this video out to y'all. Remember, time-lapse comes out on Sunday, and I kind of want to diamond paint more, so we may get further. Never trust the WIP Chat where we are, because you never know. Most of this progress was done in one day. Either way, I'm getting out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Leave a thumbs up if you like this, and tell me how to deal with this mouse problem. I know one mouse, but he's going to have friends. Either way, and if you want to see more of my chaos and, you know, being silly and everything else, there is a subscription button right there. It's my face. Click on my face, and I will see y'all in the next video, which is Sunday. Bye!